was going to talk
do you want to turn the light on?
some more about... No. I know, it's getting dark. Hold on.
Tell you about what?
I wanted to talk some more about... Is that... Mm-hmm. Yeah. About, like, music, some of the stories that you... Like, there are some legends that were specific to your area that you heard, maybe that was... Maybe you have some that were specific among children, and some maybe among other adults and stuff, maybe some religious things, I don't know, you know. So let's start out with music and the legends. You said something about the stories of the monster.
I don't remember what it was called. It was basically the equivalent of, what's the Japanese one, the big scary typical thing that storms through the city.
Godzilla?
Yeah, it was basically the equivalent of Godzilla.
That's awesome.
And it was from, like, some American movie, or, like, European movie that had made it there. And everyone, like, I remember one of the first times I ever talked to a couple of girls in my village, like, their little brother had come along, like, followed them when he wasn't supposed to, and they told him that, like, they told him in Thai, like, that the monster's gonna come in the night, and he's gonna get you, and he was like, oh, and he, like, ran off, and I just thought it was funny, because, like, we use all sorts of stories, you know, the boogeyman, and, like, the guy in the closet, and all that stuff, like, to scare kids, not scare them, but be like, he comes out after 9,
yeah,
you know?
I mean, I'm guilty. I used to do that to my little brother if I didn't want him to play with me.
So sad.
I'd be like, oh, guess what, you know? Like,
yeah,
if you're younger
I never did that to my brother, so...
Sure. Never.
Yeah, so that was that, and then, they believed, to a degree, in ghosts. I don't know if necessarily that was, like, a religious thing, but because they didn't... I don't know. I just remember that, like, the young kids, like, they straight up, like, we would pass by, graveyards, and, like, I don't remember what it was I would do, but I would, like, talk while we were passing one, or laugh,
You're
and they
supposed
were
to be
like,
silent.
yeah, well, yeah, and they were like, the ghost's gonna get you, or something like that, the ghosts are gonna get you, and I was like, you need to calm down, like, you need Jesus. But no, usually, but that doesn't make sense. I don't know what it was I did that, like, they would, like, freak out about, but because during funerals, it was like a party. Like, everyone had a good old time. Like, people would bring little carts of toys, and you could buy toys at funerals.
Wow.
Because it was like a big, well, that was for, like I told you, the couples that were old and, like, kind of the head of the village. One of them passed away while we were there, and we were very close with both families. And, she passed away, and it was a really big deal. And, I mean, like I said, everyone was her friend's kid, or her grandkid, or her sister's kid. Like, she was related or good friends with everybody.
To everybody, yeah.
Yeah, and so it was a huge, huge party at her funeral.
So did they treat a funeral more as, like, a celebration of life? It was, like,
yes,
a happier thing?
That's what my mom loved about Muslim, or at least the ones there, funerals, because it was celebrating all the great things about her, and people were saying good things about her. No one, I mean... People cried. The women cried, I think. I recall when we did this whole women's thing where, like, only the women were allowed in the house, and we, like, cleaned the body and dressed the body and, you know, all that stuff. And women were sad then, and they were sad when she passed, but it was because from old age.
So it was, like, the women cleaning the body and prepping it, was that, like, a ritual?
It was.
Is that a Muslim ritual, or just...
I don't know.
Was it just something that they did?
It seemed religious.
In
like,
the area?
They said certain things. They used certain cloths. It might have been the area.
For burial?
Yeah.
Did they have to do anything to prepare it, like, because it is a humid place, like, to make sure that the body stayed? Or did you have to, like, bury it relatively quickly?
I'm pretty sure she was, like, wrapped in a cloth and put in the ground.
Okay, so rather quickly, too, because it's hot there.
No, it was the same day.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because that makes sense.
She passed away, and we had to, like, go.
Yeah.
It was, like, the following day or the following morning.
Yeah.
And it was an all-day celebration. Everyone stopped everything. Again, I don't know if it was such a big deal because of who it was.
Yeah, again,
and the fact that she was so, like, dear to everyone. Yeah, I mean, I remember buying toys, and we did. My mom and I wore head wraps out of respect, because... some women there wore them all the time. Like, my mom's very best friend, I can't remember anybody's name. It hasn't been that long, and we talk about them all the time.
It's all good.
I'm nervous. No, I'm kidding.
Don't be.
I'm not. Her kid's name is Orange, and I love orange. She's beautiful. She's like 14 now, but I can't
Really?
remember her mom's name. Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, she lived right next door to this woman that passed away, and she always wore
a head wrap.
Complete eyes.
A burqa.
Yes,
burqa.
burqa.
Okay.
And just like the whole thing. And I could never figure out if it was because she wanted to, because some women wanted to, because they felt protected and they wanted to preserve themselves. Sometimes men made them.
Oh.
And I don't know, I think it was a mixture of both with her.
Yeah.
Because her daughter started wearing one really young because she wanted to be like her mom.
Okay.
But she got to wear a pink one, and it was nice.
Oh.
But, yeah, Orange started wearing them.
I think I've seen pictures.
Yeah, probably.
I have seen pictures of
Yeah.
them.
And so, so some women wear burqas, some women just wear head wraps, some women don't wear anything, to cover their head at all.